So I think the Evolve story really starts when I met Kaylin Winigar over at the Eau Claire Chamber of Commerce, and we were talking about a learning and development program as an idea, just as a concept, and thinking about what is a space that we could create that nurtured a sense of community, had room for learning and development, but was something that's different from maybe your typical conference or event.
Then I started to hear more and more from aspiring leaders, emerging leaders, and particular women CEOs that wanted a trusted space to grow on a personal and professional level. I can't stress enough that they wanted both, because we are very complicated people who do really incredible multitasking things as women. And so I've just had this concept in the back of my mind of ways to elevate how a room like that could be created.
And I think the response that we got from our first event showed the impact of bringing ambitious women together, people who care about learning and development, and the impact it can have when we put all of those people in one room.
Since becoming a mom 3.5 years ago, I've recognized the perspective that gives me as a human being and have now a much better understanding of the blending of personal and professional, and who that makes me as a good leader, a good mom, a good wife, and there's a massive blend.
I love the ability to get together as women who are in the business world and have a safe space to talk about our feelings, and really look at everything as our lives holistically, because we are all holistic beings. And so to touch on all the different parts of our lives together as a full day event is really beautiful and special.
I just think everyone is so supportive. So like when it's table talk of kind of more sensitive, more personal topics, I feel like everybody has been very vulnerable in their responses and been really genuine. And I think that's been really helpful to allow the women to connect with each other.
The stage is set for vulnerability, I think is great. And that it's not just listening to a bunch of people talk. It's also a challenge to personally engage, and also to kind of personally engage with challenge guys. I love that about this conference. I think it's really unique. And I don't know, I think it's challenging, which I love.
If I could trickle it down to one thing about Evolve that I love, it gives me a day of time and space where I don't have to do pre-work, that I don't have to do after work necessarily, unless there's some tangible things that I've written down. But it gives me the day to just think and resonate and percolate on how I want to move forward as a leader. I find that to be so valuable.
This year we added a component of singing. We did a sing-along, which was a beautiful way for our community to embody truly through singing the concepts and the topics and the themes through the community experience of music. My hope for the future for Evolve is that it continues to be a space where women grow both professionally and personally. And what I mean by that is that we continue to bring in incredible speakers that help our Evolve community grow and continue thinking about the space and the role that they play in their own lives, and how, things are constantly changing. And so we want to continue providing content and thought leadership in areas that help people to become the next most excellent version of themselves.
I know I can. I know I have the capabilities and the qualities to become the woman that I want to be. And so to just see so many people want to support that, not only see themselves evolve, but see other women evolve, see our community evolve. I just think it's a great program that started, and I'm excited to see more years of this.